last 1 year, distributors in various sectors have outshined the manufacturers. What does that mean, Nigel? And you have some data that you've put together.
Well, the distributors and the aggregators, they have done better than the OGs. The original gangsters, so to call it. Now, the producers, manufacturers. Let's get to the wall and, explain this in further detail. I'll just pull up three charts. Three charts, and you'll see that in various cases, some of these distributors or aggregators have done much better. Case number one, you have all the burgers and, pizza companies. They have not done as well as Zomato. That's point number one. Point number two, I'm talking, look at insurance companies. PB Fintech has done much better than some of those insurance companies as well. And point number three is DMart has done very, very well. And some of those FMCG companies, well, they are struggling. So clearly the distributors, the aggregators, they have done much better. Let's run you through the potential reasons out there. Few of them should come up for you on the screen. The pizza market, for example, it's around a 8,300 crore market. Just a short while back, a few years ago, the local or the regional chains, they had close to around 15% of the total market. That's jumped up to around 30%. Yes, Domino's is the dominant player there, close to around 5,000 crores of the total pie. But, it clearly shows that localization and regional chains, they are making their presence felt. And the delivery is growing at a faster clip in comparison to dining. So the play out there has to be Zomato, right? The other factor that's playing out is distributors can adapt to the customer preferences. You have so many of these new brands that are being showed on Zomato that you want to give them a shot. And the customer is willing to experiment, and the distributor is willing to, have some of those companies on their app, which is telling you why, in fact, you're seeing a great amount of demand for some of these local players, so to call it. The other few points that I want to look at, tremendous potential for distribution to grow. What is HUL's reach? Close to around 8 million to 9 million. What is Avenue Supermart's total number of stores? 365 odd. So there's a tremendous potential for Avenue Supermarts out there to add more number of stores and obviously grow their business. The competition is inevitable, but it could be delayed. This point is because of PB Fintech. Everyone's worrying there's going to be a big disruption. Yes, there will be a disruption, but maybe now it will be a couple of years ahead. The sheet was factoring it a little bit earlier. So that's what's worked in their favor. And also new businesses are getting added to the current business. Case in point being a DMart. If you've gone to there, I've looked at some videos on Instagram as well. They're talking about pizzas. There are some adjacent businesses that they've got into, like say pharmacy as well. So because the balance sheets are so good of some of these players, it's helping them get into business adjacencies. And finally, let's wrap this down as well. The management commentary has been good. Some of these companies, they were talking about growing the top line, but not focusing on profitability, not focusing on the return ratios. Suddenly, that seems to have turned, and that's turned in favor of them. And finally, if I have an app, I don't want to download apps of various other players. I'll say, for example, I have a Zomato or I have a Blinkit. If you go on Blinkit right now, you'll see there are so many Navratri offers, so to call it. A month or so ago, you were getting holy colors. You were getting those white T-shirts that you want to use as well. So adaptability, agility, and ability to, reinvent is something that's holds some of these players in good stead. So it explains why some of these distributors or aggregators have actually outperformed the OGs. Pankaj, I wanted your view on it.